Namaste children, welcome to science class. Today we are going to discuss friction concept. In last lesson, force lesson you studied types of the forces. In that friction is also one of the force that you already learned. In this lesson we are going to study what is the frictional force, types of the frictional force. Is friction is good or bad? That all we are going to study. So let's come into the lesson. What is linear friction? So in order to explain the friction concept, let's discuss the two examples here. One is, if I am rolling a ball or if I am applying the force on a ball, the ball will be roll on the ground and afterwards it is going to be stopped. Why the ball is going to be stopped after some time? Later, if you are doing the cycling on the ground and if you are stopping the pedaling, after some time the cycle is also going to be stopped. In the both situations, you can observe that the bodies are going for some time and after some time it is going to be stopped. Why they are stopping after some distance? Because there is a opposing forces coming into action which is stopping the motion of the bodies. How it will be occurring here? Because the two bodies, the ball and the ground is on contact. Due to contact between the two surfaces, there is an opposing force is developing between the two bodies whenever they are in contact. That opposing force is opposing the motion of the body over another body. Like that, in the case of bicycle also you observe that when the tires are rotating or wheels are rotating on the ground, after some time or after traveling some distance, it is going to be stopped because due to contact between the surface of the tires and the ground is developing one opposing force. That force is going to be stop the motion of the bicycle here. So the opposing force which is developing between the two bodies, which opposes the motion of the one body over another, is called frictional force. What is that? Frictional force. When two bodies are in contact, when one body is moving over another body, there will be opposing force will be developed. That opposing force will opposes the motion of the body over another body is called frictional force. Why this is developing? What is the reason behind this frictional force? Let's study with the help of the cause of friction concept. Cause of friction. So every surface will not be smooth. There is no ideal smooth surface also. Means every surface, minimum to minimum, there is some roughness will be there on the surface. So if you look at, if you take the sandpaper, if you move the sandpaper over any other surface, the movement is not very smooth. It is very rough and the frictional force will be developed. There are many surfaces are there. Some surfaces we can easily see or we can easily say that this is a rough surface. Some are very smooth also. But even though they are very smooth also, there is a rough surface inside of that or surface of the substances. With the help of the microscopes, we can observe the roughness of the smooth bodies which are visible. So when we are observing with the help of the microscopes, you can see the valleys and the hills of the surface. So these are the hills and these are the valleys. For any substances, for any materials you take, the surface will be with the help of valleys and hills will be there. So now if you look at, if two bodies moving over each other, means this is one body having the surface, one more body I am taking, what will happen? It is also having tough surface. When we are moving these two bodies, or when we are placing these two bodies one upon another, what will happen? After placing, if you are moving, these hills and valleys will be entangled with each other or interlocked with each other. When they are interlocked with each other, they will not move easily. So like this, even though if you are applying a force, what will happen? There will be opposing force will be developed due to the interlocking of the hills and valleys of the two surfaces. So this is about the cause of the friction. We discussed what is meant by friction, how the friction develops. Now we are going to discuss about the types of friction. There are three types of the frictions are there. One is static friction, limiting friction, and third one is kinetic friction. Here this kinetic friction again subdivided into two: sliding friction, rolling friction. Now we are going to discuss about the static friction. Static friction, when a body is placed on another surface or another body, it is just ready to move or it is tends to move. When the force which is developed in the opposite direction to stop the motion of the body, actually the body will be in a state of rest only, but it is tends to move. It is going to move. The frictional force which is developing and it is stopping the motion of the body is nothing but static friction. Limiting friction. As we discussed, the static friction comes into play when the bodies are at rest or when the body will be at rest because of the static friction. Even though if you are applying the force, the body will be just at wedge. Means whenever it is going to start, the maximum amount of the static friction is nothing but limiting friction. The maximum opposing force which is acting on the body to stop, that is nothing but a limiting friction. Before motion, the body is at rest, at that time static friction will come. When it is just moving, means after that it is going to coming into the motion, that friction is coming nothing but limiting friction. When you are applying the force more than the limiting friction, then the body will be overcome the limiting friction and will comes into the motion. When the body is in motion, the frictional force which is developing, there is nothing but kinetic friction. Here the kinetic friction is two types. One is sliding friction. Here, when the bodies are sliding over another surface of the body, if this body is sliding over another surface of this body, the frictional force which is developing between the two blocks is nothing but sliding friction. Next, whenever a ball is rolling or any object is rolling over another surface, at that time the frictional force will be developed and will stop the motion of this block. It is called rolling friction. Generally, rolling friction is very less compared to the sliding friction because here more area in contact will be there, here less area will be in contact. Here, I am going to prove that is rolling friction is less than the sliding friction. We know that if there is a spring balance is there. Here in the spring balance, we have two columns. One will tell about the applied force, one will tell about the mass. So with the help of the spring balance, we are going to do this activity. For that, I am taking one wooden box. I am attaching this wooden box to the spring balance. So that here it will show the amount of force required to pull this wooden box on a table. After pulling this wooden block with the help of the spring balance, I noted down the amount of force required to pull this wooden block. Next, I replaced this wooden block. Again I placed here pencils between the two surfaces. So what is happening here? The contact area between the two bodies are decreasing and these pencils are having the lesser area contact between the two surfaces. Here again I applied attached with the spring balance. I applied the force to pull this wooden box on a table. At this time, the force which is showing in this spring balance is F2, here F1, is very lesser than the F1. Means, here we are sliding the box, here we are rolling the box. In sliding the box, we need to apply more amount of force because there is a more contact in area. Right? Here, less area in contact. So we need to apply less amount of force to pull this box. So the friction which is developing in this case is a sliding friction. The friction which is developing here is rolling friction. In rolling friction, the area of the contact between the surface is very less. That's why the friction is very less. Nowadays, we are having the wheels onto the suitcase and luggage bags in order to convert the sliding into the rolling. By rolling, you can easily pull the bags and suitcases. Even if you see the shoes of the skaters, they have the small wheels at the bottom because they are going by the rolling friction, not by the sliding friction. Walking is very difficult, whereas rolling is very easy. So, like this, we can reduce the sliding friction with the help of the rollers, small ball bearings, small wheels, by attaching to the shoes and by attaching to the suitcases. Till now, we discussed about the friction between the two solid surfaces or substances. When solid body is moving over another solid body, there will be development of the friction between them. That is we discussed. Here, fluids like gases and liquids also will produce a friction when solid bodies moving over them or moving through them. However, the friction which is producing by the fluids is very lesser than the solid frictions. The friction which is developed due to the fluids, we can call them as a drag. The friction which is developed due to the fluids, we can call them as drag. So here there are two types of the frictions are there. One is friction due to liquid, friction due to water. Second one is friction due to air. In water, whenever we are running or if you are running in open air, there will be a huge difference. Why? Because if you are running in open air, we can easily move forward, but whereas in water we cannot move easily because the water will opposes the motion of our legs. So the friction which is developed by the water, which is called as a friction due to water. In order to overcome the friction due to water or liquids, a streamlined shape of the body will be used. For the case of the boats and ships, When the ships and boats are constructing, the front portion will be in the streamlined shape. What is a streamlined shape? The shape in which the liquids will exert less amount of friction. That's why if you observe the boats and ships will have the streamlined direction or streamlined shapes at their fronts. Even if you observe the fishes also, they have a streamlined shape at their front, at their faces. Due to that, the fishes can easily swim inside of the water. Whenever the swimming competition is going on, swimmers also will go in keeping the streamlined shape and they can easily swim. So this type of shapes can overcome the friction which is developed by the water. And coming to the friction due to air also will produce the friction, but it is very less compared to the water. The friction which is developed due to the air, we can call as friction due to air. In order to overcome the friction because of the air, we can go for the streamlined shapes also. That's why the aeroplanes and rockets and jets are constructed in streamlined shapes, whereas birds can fly with the streamlined shape only. So like this, here these are the two types of the frictions: friction due to water, friction due to air. How can we overcome these frictions? With the help of the streamlined shape of the bodies. Friction is a necessary evil. So here the friction, how the friction develops, what are the causes of the friction, types of the friction we discussed. Is this friction useful? Yes, the friction is useful. Sometimes the friction is not useful. So here the friction we can call as a necessary evil because it will be useful in some situations, it will be not useful in some other situation. So that's why we can give the name both necessary evil. Now we are going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of the friction. These are the advantages of the friction. There are many advantages of the frictions are there, but here I have taken some of them. First one is help us to walk. So as you know that is due to rough surface only we can walk comfortably. If it is very smooth, we can't walk on the smooth surface. So friction is helping us to walk comfortably. Next one is movement of the vehicles. Because of the grooves presence on the wheels or tires, the vehicles can run or move easily. If it is very smooth, the vehicle or tire will not move forward and it will rotate there only. Because of less friction, it cannot take the grip on road and it cannot move forward. So that's why you know that is new tires will have good grooves and good friction, can easily run. Whereas used tires, 2 to 3 years afterwards, they will slip when they are going to start. Next, spiked shoes for better grip. As you know that is sports person wear spiked shoes because they are having the good grip on the grass. Without spikes, they can't run, they can't walk on the grass. So like that, grooves can help with to form the friction. With the friction, they can run on the grass easily. Writing work. Many pens are coming nowadays, they are having the rubber grip. Because of the rubber grip, we can easily write so long time. So if it is not there, what will happen? Sweat will come. Due to that sweat, we cannot hold the pen properly. So that's why the rubber material which is creating the friction here. Application of brakes. Because of the friction, we can able to apply the brakes on the drums so that we can stop the vehicles. Lighting a matchstick. By rubbing the match stick on the match box, we can easily blow or we can easily burn the match stick here. So it is happening because of the friction. Screws and nails. As you know that is screws and nails will have some type of structure which is having a circular structure on their body so that it create the friction and it can easily go into the valves, and it can easily take the grip inside of the valves. So like this the friction will be held. What are the advantages we discussed? Now if there is no friction on the surface, how to increase the friction? Means production or generating of the friction, that we are going to study. Here these are the 2 points, the ways of increasing the friction. First one is by making the surfaces rough. If it is very smooth surface, the friction will be less. By making it rough, we can increase the friction, so we can run easily, we can walk easily. So like that. Second process is by making the grooves. As we discussed earlier, vehicles will move with the help of the friction only because of the grooves present on the tires. So by making the grooves on the tires or foot of the slippers or shoes, we can run easily, we can walk easily. Like that we can increase the friction of any body. So first one is by making the surface rough, second one is by making the grooves. Now we are going to discuss about how the friction is any evil. Means what are the disadvantages of the friction, how to reduce the frictions. When we are rubbing our palm, what is happening? Heat is producing. So like that the machinery which is there inside of it, the parts which are there inside of the engines will rub each other, so that what will happen? It will produce the heat. Due to that the machines may damage. Next, coming to the wear and tear. After continuous use of the machinery, any vehicle, its lifespan is going to be decreases. Or even if you take in the case of tires also, if they are running continuously, their soles are going to be reduced. We need to replace that worn out tires with the help with new tires. Like that, friction is damaging the machines and vehicles. So that is nothing but wear and tear problems. Now coming to the loss of energy. As you know, that is engines will work with the help of fuel only. These engines will take the fuel to start and to run. Every time the engine will take some amount of the fuel to start. Like that, the efficiency of the engine will be decreases and the consumption of the fuel will be increases. In this case, loss of energy will be occur. Coming to the reduce the efficiency of the machine. So by continuous working, the lifespan of the machine will be decreases, and as well as due to friction, they will not run easily. So in order to run easily, their efficiency will become decreases. That's why 100% of the efficiency we are not going to get in any machine. So we discussed what are the disadvantages of the friction. Now we are going to discuss about ways of reducing the friction. How we are going to reducing the friction. First one is by lubricating. As you know, that is grease and oils will be applied in the machinery parts or in the vehicles. Why we are applying? Because to reduce the friction. These lubricants will form a layer over the rough surface and will create a smooth surface so that we can reduce the friction. Even if you observe the carom boards also, they will sprinkle some powder so that the coins and as well as the board will have the layer between them so that coin can move easily. Graphite powder is using for the reducing of the friction in the machinery. Like that, many lubricants are there. We can reduce with the help of the lubricants. Now, by polishing, as you know that if the surface is very smooth, if we are polishing with sandpaper and any other materials, then we can reduce the friction. By decreasing the hills and valleys of the surface, we can reduce the friction. Next, by using the ball bearings. Ball bearings are nothing but a hollow cylindrical shaped material which are fitted with the round balls. In that shaft will be, in that axle will be fitted so that vehicle will be moved easily. These ball bearings will be used to convert sliding friction into rolling friction. So this is a huge invention in the vehicles. With the help of the ball bearings, the vehicles can run very fast. Now coming to the, by using the rollers and wheels, as you know that is, we are using the bag, traveling bags with the having wheels. Before that we need to hang on our shoulders, or we can take with our hands. It is very difficult. By adding wheels to the bags, we can easily drag them. So these wheels and rollers are reducing the friction, and which are creating the easy way to travel, and here we are reducing with the help of the rollers and the wheels. Next, by streamlining shapes. As you know, that is vehicles like car, bicycle, aeroplane, ships, many vehicles are in a streamlined shape. Their front part will be like bullet trains also in a streamlined shape only. Why? Because they can easily go into the air or water, so less friction can be applied on that. So these are the ways to reduce the friction. By this, we finished up this topic.